Yo, what is going on, guys? It is midnight, bringing you yet again another video on Fairy Tail. And in today's video, I know I said about doing the guild battle today, but I think what I'm going to do is actually show you guys the peak contest. And tomorrow I'm going to show you, because I'll be level 48, tomorrow I'm going to show you the Orasio and Sace mode. I feel like it's good for me to show you some of the content you unlock later on in the game as you get up to the higher levels, just so that you can prepare for that early on in the game. And also, I don't really see that many videos being posted on the game for those two modes, so I just thought I'd explain those and cover those. So without further ado, let's jump in. So with contest, you have peak contest, which is what you unlock at level 45. Essentially what this is it is what it says. It is a peak contest. You will be playing PvP cross server. Unlike Arena, where Arena is split into brackets, so just for example, my Arena bracket doesn't have actually many of the top players. They're in a different bracket of their own. They're probably in silver as well. Peak contest is cross server. On our cross server, it's servers 46 all the way up to 50. I'm not sure if this will increase going forward, or if it's just going to stay these servers, but by the looks of things, it will be, if you're on server 40, then it will go up to 44, and then so on. 45, sorry, and then if you're in the 46, then it will go up to 50, and then 51 all the way up to so on, 55. You need 3 teams as well to do this, so I mean, I'm going to probably have to change my lineup anyway going forward in case anyone on my server sees. But you can see here, you'll need 3 more teams. And when making teams, you kind of don't want to put all your best units in one team. You want to have at least 2 decent teams, I would say. If you can have a third team that's fairly good, then by all means, great. As you can see here, I've got one team that's 1.1 million. One team that's almost 1 million, and another team that's only 750k, which is actually still good at the moment, because we're still not at a stage yet where 3 built teams is really possible. I would say, unless you're like a Gigawell. But yeah, these are the 3 teams that I've got at the moment, and they will only improve over time as I summon for more units and build more units. I would personally recommend your main team to be never in slot 3. I would always recommend your main team to be in the first or second slot, just because if you lose 2 rounds, that's it, you lose the fight. It's basically best out of 3 wins. Putting your main team as your first slot, yes, that's fine, but that is also quite predictable. So, some people will put their weakest team first, then their strongest team second to take out your second strongest team, and then their second strongest team will take out your weakest team. It's all a game of I guess cards, really, like chess. Like you're trying to outplay the other person by kind of figuring out who's going to go where and what team's going to take on what team. Obviously, some of the better players will have multiple good teams, so you might actually struggle your main team even beating their second best team, which I think quite a few people have had with my one, because I think people underestimate how strong the how strong my first team is, because it's actually still fairly strong, and that's primarily because of Urza, and I have built quite a lot of characters. You get points by obviously winning fights, and you also get points when other people challenge you, which is all random. And if they lose to you, then you'll get points, and then vice versa. If you challenge someone and lose, then you lose points, and if someone challenges you and beats you, then you lose points as well. As you can see here on the battle record, you can see some of these fights I haven't actually done, so like these last 4 here, or these last 5 here, these fights here, I haven't done. These are people that challenge me, and you can click on like this this icon here to see who won, where did you lose, and things like that. And you kind of get more points if someone higher rank challenges you and loses, and if you beat someone that's a lot lower than you. And I'm going to show you all my fights today, just so you can go and get an idea. And I think it's quite cool to watch some of these fights. They are really intense, especially when I fight this guy Grim here. He's on another server, and he's one of their top players. He's always been a close fight, and I find I'm going to end up fighting him a lot because of where we're sitting in the rankings. It's just, yeah. So I'm actually going to try and fight him. I'm going to keep my main team second. I'm going to go Jalal first. And yeah, we'll just have to play around him because, yeah. But you'll see that my fights with him are usually really close, and I'm probably going to end up fighting him a lot. So I'll win this first fight because that's his weakest team, and this is my second strongest. And I just have to hope I win the second fight, otherwise I will lose. But we'll see how that goes. But if I fight him again after this, then I'll put my weakest team against his weakest team, my second strongest against his second strongest, because now I'll know who's positioning him. When you're doing this mode as well, it is 3 versus 3 at the same time, and you cannot control it. It is AI permanently. So as you can see here, it's quite entertaining to watch some of these fights because it's AI versus AI. So yeah, this second fight is going to be the real close one, and we'll have to see how this goes. I'm pretty sure he'll win this, but we'll have to see. Oh god, I don't have Jalal 4-star, and yeah, so I'm going to have to play around him here. Jalal just absolutely outclasses my Ikaruga in terms of play, but who knows, maybe it's actually still pretty winnable. And okay. Nah, it's not winnable. Okay, so yeah, he's gonna beat me in this fight 100%. So we're gonna have to play around him. I think the fight between me and Grim are always really close, especially when he uses this team against my Ikaruga team. Every time we fought this, it's come down to the last hit between our two Ikarugas. But he's obviously switched up his team after playing me so many times. And figured out that Jalal absolutely annihilates Ikaruga in PvP. So, oh, I did not lose any points for that. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Oh no, I lost 14. Okay, that was strange. Right, so we're probably going to keep getting him quite often. Now we're fighting Jinwoo, who's another top player on another server. I'm going to keep my team how it is, and we'll see how this goes. I've never fought Jinwoo. I've only seen him fight me, but you can't actually watch the fight live, so I wouldn't know how close the games are, so we'll have to see this time. But I think he's in the top 5, maybe top 6 at the moment, so yeah, it could be a close game. And let's see here, so Ikaruga is his strongest unit, I'm pretty sure, so this might be his main team. We'll have to see how this goes. I've taken out his Ikaruga, which is really good. Makarov has done well to survive for a long period of time, and now it's Racer versus my Urza and Jalal. Hopefully Jalal can use, yeah, nice. Jalal just about pulls through there. Now we're going to do our second team, which I think I might have an edge on here just because this is, I would say, my main team. And Ikaruga is absolutely going to annihilate Juvia because of typing advantage, which is another thing you kind of want to, you know, figure out what teams people are using and get the typing advantage. Yeah, that one wasn't too close. Ikaruga just absolutely annihilated Juvia. But yeah, you do tend to fight people of a similar rank, so if you're, you know, in the top 5, you'll probably only be fighting those top 5 people quite often. So yeah, now literally I'm fighting like most of them. So we're going to use the same team against Chiruru. Again, this is someone in my server. He's probably the top 3 player, if not top 2. Currently he's second in peak contest, so we'll have to see how this fight goes. I think this team might be one of his weaker teams by the looks of things, but he has got loads of strong units, so we'll have to see how those fights play out. But yeah, we've won that fight fairly swiftly. This fight here, oh, I'm going to be fighting Jalal again. This could not end well, but we'll have to see. I think his Jalal is maybe not as strong as Grim's Jalal, so I might actually be able to win this. And yeah, it seems like that was okay. So it seems like the only real fight that I'm going to need to change so far is when I fight the top guy. But as you can see here, the fights are quite entertaining to watch. They are quite close. Oh, yeah, nice. Yes, okay, perfect. I would also recommend to kind of wait with your fights a little bit. Let other people use their fights first, because obviously the higher they are in terms of rating, then now I'm fighting Pain. The higher they are in rating, the more points you'll get when you beat them, or, you know, the less points you'll lose if you lose to them. So Pain is, again, another server player. He's one of the guild leaders of a guild that we are consistently competing with at the top. So this could be a close fight as well. I haven't fought him at all yet, I don't think, but as I said, like the first day that this event started, I only really fought AI, like because there wasn't a lot of level 45s, so I don't actually know how most of these fights are going to play out. But yeah, now we're fighting. I know he's Guild Arts is his strongest unit, so we'll have to see how this goes. But I think Ikaruga is just a bit more PvP built than Guild Arts, so I don't think I'll have too many problems here. Yeah, she's just too good. Like, and Biska, I understand why people use her, but I think she's just an absolutely horrendous unit. She just hits too slow. But yeah, I can see loads of people using Biska for that nuke at the start of the round. So with that win, we are back in first. We've got 6 more fights to go, so we'll have to see how this goes. And looky who it is. It's Grim. So we are going to start with my weakest team, and we're going to go Jalal against Jalal and Ikaruga against Ikaruga. And we're going to see how this goes. Now, this is my best chance of beating him. It's going to be worst team against worst team, second team against second team, and best team against best team. But we'll see how this goes. So this fight actually might be really close here because, yeah, there's just so much going on right now. There is so much going on. But yeah, we'll have to see how this fight goes. So far, it's not looking too good. He's put Wendy on this team, which is really nice of him. Okay, well this is not looking good. This is dangerous. Totomaru's doing the best he can, but unfortunately he's not going to compete against this. Okay, this isn't good. Okay, we'll have to try a second team here. Maybe I should have... no, I don't think... Yeah, actually no, this is still doable. I've got type disadvantage on this one, which is the problem with Juvia. Oh, Urza's already dead. Yeah, he's annihilated me. Okay, so we're going to have to think of a new strategy when we're fighting Grim. Grim, if you're seeing this, you've changed. We weren't having these fights the other day. Right, let's see here. What can I do to beat him this time? I've got Jinwoo again, so we can keep the team composition the way it was originally. Yeah, we can keep the team the way it was originally. We'll have to make a different lineup when we're fighting Grim. But anyone else that I fight, I'll keep the teams how I had them originally. And yeah, a good unit that I'm going to summon for when he comes out is Midnight, because Midnight is going to be really good with Jalal and Mira Jane if you can get them, because they're all dark type, and Midnight lowers their dark resistance. And okay, yeah, this is fine. Midnight lowers their dark resistance, Mira Jane lowers their defense, and who's the other one? Jalal is just dark type as well, and he has a lot of stuns, as well as Midnight with his vortex move, the tornado move, which is really good. So yeah, I really want to summon for him. I may even go for Midnight 5-star, to be honest. Another good unit that's coming out soon, well, I don't know if I'm going to get her or summon for her, is Evergreen. She could potentially be quite good in peak contest, because she's got quite a lot of AoE attacks. And we can try this team again. She's got a lot of AoE attacks, which is really good for this mode, and she's obviously got Petrify. But yeah, I think Midnight's going to be really good, and obviously Jalal is insane as well. I really need to get my Jalal 4-star, to be honest with you. But yeah, I don't see that happening anytime soon at the moment, so yeah. And okay, and then we've got the second wave here. I can't remember how this one plays out. It was quite close, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, you can see that peak contest is really good, and what I'll do once I've finished all my fights is I'll show you the rewards and everything. But you get not magic items, what are they called? I forget the name of them, but you get an item in the shop here from the coins that you get for, you know, wherever you place, and getting certain points you get coins as well, and you can use it to get those items that permanently increase all of your stats. Nice, Ikaruga there with the double kill. Good stuff, good stuff. And I really like the fact that you can kind of see who challenges you. I think in our server 46, 47 and 48, we're all quite friendly with each other, so we're always messaging like group chat saying thank you to other people when they lose to us. I think it's just a bit of mental play as well. Right, so wait, let me go back to Grim because I want to see, yeah, okay, so I know what I'm going to do against him now. I'm against Pain again. So we'll keep the team the same. So you can see here, I'm practically fighting the same people over and over again because I don't think anyone else is close enough within their points to me to be able to fight each other, because I think that the game will just know that it's going to be like a whitewash if we do. We've started seeing today like some people from server 49 and server 50 that opened up a few days after us coming into the Peak Arena now, so that's going to be really fun. But yeah, Peak Arena is really good, and you know, if you're a free-to-play player and you get to level 45 quite fast, then don't be disheartened when you get there and then you might start getting beat by some of the whales. Like, once more people start joining, you'll only start playing people close to your rank, so you can actually climb a little bit easier. But yeah, when you get there at the start, obviously all the whales are going to be there and all the people are spending, so it might be quite difficult for you to get some wins, but don't be disheartened. Give it a couple of days and you know, people will start coming into the event. We've got 2 more fights here, so we'll see how this goes. We got our rematch. Let's go. So this is what we're going to do this time. We're going to do this, and I think this is winnable. So Grim's fought me 3 times today. He's lost twice to me on attack, and he beat me once. I've lost twice to him. I'm hoping I can get my redemption arc right here and make it even, make it 3-3. I think this is what I needed, this little change up here, but we'll have to see. But the Ikaruga fight is very close because we're both practically using the same team. So Makarov taking out Wendy. Yep, and okay. Now, we're definitely going to win this fight here. The second fight is a freebie. Yeah, the second fight is a freebie for him because now he's second strongest team is going to fight my weakest team, so we're even now. But this might even be his strongest team. I'm not even sure, to be honest with you, because he's a different server. I haven't really looked to see what units he's built, but I know he's got Jalol and Ikaruga both built really high. So here we go, Urza and Ikaruga. Okay, this could be dangerous. But we have got Hot Eye against his Ikaruga, so they've got type advantage there, which is going to be really good. Wendy versus his Hot Eye. I think we've got this in the bag just because of type advantage. Yes, redemption arc. the power of trial and error. But yeah, you're going to see when you start fighting people that are of a similar rank to you, so you're going to have to swap teams to beat him. As you can see, you know, this guy here, me and him are quite even in terms of how many characters we've got built in our team. So for him to beat me, he's just got to position his teams in a certain order, and vice versa for me. So yeah, we've got one more fight here. Wonder who we'll get. We'll fight Abe. Okay, this is a new one. This is one of my guild mates. So I think I'm going to go back to my usual strategy of go for my second strongest team first and my strongest team second. And then my weakest team last. And we'll see how this goes. But yeah, this is my final fight, and then after that I'll go through the shop and the rewards. Now this event does last about 10 days. I got to level 45 quite early on, and we weren't allowed to enter this event straight away. We had to wait a day, and then when the day, you know, started, then it said that it was a 10-day event. So I'm not sure if it's always 10 days or if it's going to be a 2-week thing or anything like that, but we'll have to see next time. But I think it is one of those two, and then obviously it'll refresh once you get to that stage. Whether that adds more servers to it or not, I'm not sure. So I think he may have put his worst team second, which is a bit unfortunate. This is why I say you've always got to put your strong team first or second, because people like me do this, then you've got practically no chance of winning. But yeah, there we go, that's all of that. So let's see where we're sitting. So we are first by 100 points, which is really good. I'm happy with that. And obviously you can see Abe was top 5. He's now dropped out of top 5 just because I beat him, and certain people lost some points. Grim's got some freebies from me, you're welcome. And yeah, let's go to the shop. So you get currency here and gold when you hit a certain threshold. So you can see I'm close to 1600. Then I'd get the currency that you get for the shop. There's no change here, it's literally just get to 5,000 points and you get all that currency there. Then you've got your finishing standings. So wherever you finish at the end of the time period, then you'll get certain rewards here. So I'm not sure what this pass XP is, so I'll have to wait until the event's over to tell you what that is. But everyone gets it so long as you're, well, everyone gets it. Like literally doesn't matter what your rank, you get the same amount. Then you obviously get the guild currency and not guild currency, the PvP currency, and you get these boxes which you get these items here. The gold ones, you need 40 shards to get one item, and you can see they give you really good stats, so definitely worth trying to get as high as you can in Peak Arena. And when you go to shop, you can actually buy blue and purple ones as well. Still really good. This will be good for you to be able to star up the purple and the blue ones. So I'm going to focus on getting the purple ones first, one of every one, and then I'm going to get one of every blue, and then probably upgrade the purple. I'm not sure yet. And then these are used to upgrade the materials, which I'll show you here. So as you can see, when you star them up, you need these materials here to do that, and obviously you need more fragments to star them up as well, so you can get to that ascension. But yeah guys, hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and this has been a formal video for you guys so you know what you're doing for the future. As you can see here, you're going to need at least 6 units built to be able to kind of stand a chance in peak contest. And tomorrow what I'll do is I'll do a video on the Arashian Sace mode, which I should be unlocking later on today. As you can see, I'm very close. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Take care and peace out.